Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's another video. It's actually the same day I worked on my brother's car. Well, technically I haven't even started my brother's car because he lost the keys or some stupid baloney like that. So I'm going to be working on my car. I'm not going to waste any time. Currently my car is having a really rough idle. I don't know what's going on with my car, but yeah, it's having a really rough idle and I need to fix it because it's doing some stupid crazy stuff in the morning. I had a service engine light the other day, but when I went to AutoZone and put in a code reader, it like took off the service engine light. So unfortunately that's not there for me to show you guys, but I can still read the codes and through the Carly app and tell you guys why exactly my car is idling so weird. Alright, the car, actually you can probably tell, it says that there's service engine, and then down here the Carly adapter is plugged in. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on my phone. Let's see, where's Carly? I have to go to Wi-Fi real quick. So while that's connecting, guys, let me show you guys what I think it is. So I went down to AutoZone. They told me it's possibly my my ignition 6 ignition coil. So they're saying it's my 6 ignition coil, which is the one all the way down there. Of course it is. Always has to be the hardest thing. So there's a lot of things I have to remove to get to it, but I was like, while I'm already down there, I bought some new spark plugs for the E46. It should work on the E90. So I'm going to replace the spark plugs and I'm going to replace the 6 ignition coil all the way down. So yeah, pretty much getting a fresh tune-up and at the same time fixing my idling issue. Hopefully it's ignition in the cylinder 6, the ignition coil. People tell me to replace all of them. Other people are telling me usually they should run you a long time. It's only at 70,000 miles. It should run me a decent amount more time. But again, if you have the money, do all 6 of them. You're already going this far in, just do all 6 of them. It's roughly like $130 or more. I got one ignition coil for 20 bucks, so I'm gonna roll with that for now. And yeah, we'll see how if the idling issue is still there. All right, so the first thing you want to do before you remove anything over here, you want to go ahead and disconnect the battery so you don't get any weird fault codes and have to deal with clearing them. I have the Carly adapter. I'll be able to clear them anyways, but you know, better safe than sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and disconnect that real quick. Now the battery's disconnected, guys, we're gonna go ahead and remove this whole top portion right here. It's held in by a couple bolts. I think these are 8 mils and some 10 mils, and then you know some on the sides. We're just gonna remove it all, and then yep, just get that done. Yeah.
She's in love with the concept, as if we're all just how she imagined. Cause we're in love, I just don't know yet. Well, tell me how am I supposed to see the magic? Cause I don't believe it.
Next up, I'm gonna remove these guys on both sides. It's just one tab right here. That takes that on off. You wanna remove that back tab. And then on both sides, you should have some sensors. I'm not seeing a sensor on this side, but there's one on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. And then that exposes 2 bolts, one on each side. Doesn't matter if you mix it up with these, you'll distinguish the difference. And then you're gonna go ahead and see some tabs right here. There's one right there. Just go ahead, just get a good angle on it and pop it out. Just 1, 2, and then 3. Once you do that, this entire thing should just come right on out. Luckily in my case, these bolts are pretty much fake, so this should just come right on out. I don't really need to do any of that. Alright guys, my engine is actually really hot right now. I just drove it, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait another 30 minutes before actually attempting to take these out. You know, I don't wanna do anything stupid. When things are hot, things can easily break, so I don't wanna do any of that. I'm gonna wait till everything cools down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start working on them. Alright guys, it's been 30 minutes, and I got my ignition coil right here, brand new. So I'm gonna go ahead, remove all the ignition coils, and you know, take out all the spark plugs, replace all the spark plugs, and then replace the ignition coil in cylinder 6.
I still remember what she said. I don't think I love you no more. You never seem to call me lately, but I don't think she knew me at all. Cause I never thought I'd have to say this, but I'm no liar, and
That's about due, if you ask me. That looks really bad. I'm happy I'm replacing them. So yeah, that looks about due. If you guys see right there, that's another indication of the spark plug going bad right there. That does not look good whatsoever. These all gotta get replaced. I'm gonna go ahead and break the rest of them loose, and I'll show you guys me putting inside. I'm happy to say the spark plugs came out, and I was gonna show you guys what janky tool I was using. So basically, I use this magnetic socket with some extenders. These are what's it called? Like, I don't know, angled. I don't know what these are, but pretty much it allows me to get the sockets, I mean the spark plugs at an angle, you guys can see, so I can't really bend it or anything like that. It'll sit nicely, it'll keep unscrewing. This is honestly really convenient. This is what I did for the 6th cylinder, but I pretty much took off this part right here for every other cylinder. I just want to show you guys how they look. They look terrible. So if you guys look at, those are the spark plugs. This was actually cylinder 6. And it is in really bad shape. These are all in really bad shape. So luckily I'm replacing those, and I'm going to be replacing the ignition coil as well. So these are the spark plugs I went with. They had them on AutoZone. You know, it was convenient. It was local. Picked those guys up. I bought this off of eBay mainly because they were selling for like $60. The exact same brand at AutoZone. That's ridiculous. I got it for 20 bucks. And I got all these spark plugs for like 40 bucks. So it's like a $60 tune-up. Definitely worth it. And I'll show you guys how it's supposed to look. Alright guys, so as you can see, that is how a normal, brand new ignition coil should look. It looks super clean from the bottom. And on the top, there's no powder or anything like that from like burnt, you know, rust or anything like that. Not really rust. I don't really know exactly what I'm talking about here. But this is brand new. It looks so much better. I'm going to go ahead and install these guys real quick. Don't listen to anything I just said. And just to make sure you're not cross-threading anything, make sure you're hand-tying it. Don't cross-thread. That's really gonna make things a nightmare. Just hand-tying everything. I'm trying to move up my ratchet right now, and it's not coming off easy because it's in there. I'm just hand-tightening it. Right now it's feeling a little bit hard. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a pull. I think that is good enough. I don't need to tighten it anymore. Yep, that looks perfect. So I'm gonna do the rest. I'm gonna put the rest of the spark plugs, and I'll show you guys in a second. Alright guys, we went ahead and put in all the spark plugs. All of them are sitting in there nicely. I pretty much hand tightened it and just gave it a little bit of a turn on every single one. You don't really need to tighten it so drastically much. This is good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the spark plugs back. I mean, all the ignition coils back in, including that new one in cylinder 6.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Alright guys, I'm running the codes right now. Codes, I mean the car, I just drove around the block, and when I started up, it did have a little bit of a rough idle, but then it smoothed itself out real quick. I guess it's just because it's trying to, like, you know, I don't know. But because I put everything that's brand new in there, I'm guessing it has to lubricate it a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, my smart ass did it, and now the car is running perfectly good. As of now, I haven't really driven it. I'll tell you guys in the next couple of videos if something else flips out. But basically, Carly really didn't tell me. It says cylinder 11. I don't know if cylinder 11 means cylinder 6. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So I'm hoping I fixed my issue. I did some preventative maintenance with the spark plugs. But worst comes to show, if you can't diagnose your thing with Carly, go down to AutoZone. They literally will let you use their device, plug it into your car, it'll scan the codes. You don't have to click any button. You literally plug it into your car, scan the codes, it'll say done. Bring it into AutoZone, they'll tell you exactly what's wrong with it, and they'll sell you the part. For me, since I have good friends there, they did it, and they didn't even try to like tell me to buy the parts here. They said go on eBay, go get the parts. I'm like, yeah, because I go there all the time. You guys know me as a car channel. But yeah guys, I'm really happy. I'll let you guys know what's going on in the next video. So it's probably gonna be wrapping my brother's car. So smash the like button to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Shawty hit my line and she's tryna get up on me. I tell her la habibti, that's too hot on wallahi. Where they are, I was raised with Somalis. Everyone got a friend named Abdi. I'm from OT 613.